Have you given any thought to competing in any sort of female like athletic competitions?
I'm definitely not allowed.
Yeah,
well, come to America.
You just want to win the Olympics and something?
They're not open-minded like that over there.
No, I'm.
Well, you don't have freedom.
I'm everything, dude. I'm fully. I haven't taken any pills and I haven't done any surgeries. I'm fully dude. I wake up, dude, put the makeup on.
None of that matters. You can just.
Yeah.
Are you
I think
feeling?
that matters.
What matters is what are you feeling more at this very moment while I'm writing it on this paper, ma'am? I'm feeling girly, and you're in.
Nah, to do anything like that, you've got to do
welcome to ladies boxing.
You gotta do so many tests in order for that to fucking work out. You can't just be like, yeah, I'll be here now. I'm showed up wearing my skirt. I can come compete. I don't think that's how that works.
I think they're gonna let you compete in the skirt.
Nothing
in what?
Unless it's a skirt.
Some athletic wear.
Ice skating.
Mm-hmm. Bikini.
There's some stuff that like aren't women just like way better at biological or something? Like golf is a weird one like that. Like you don't actually need.
Women are not better at golf. By a long shot. They're pretty good at a couple different kinds of gymnastics that require it's hip flexibility in particular that women have over men. It's part of childbearing. And there's a couple other things. We looked into it, like the sports that women can just do things men can't. But even in figure skating, like the most women can only do like, and I'm wrong about the number, but it's like 3 rotations whereas men can do 4 or 5. Like every like conceivable way to like track performance in like all the sports. It seems like, the bigger, stronger, faster people are better.
The bigger, stronger, faster people. Sure. If we're talking about figure skating, gymnastics, ice hockey, whatever. What about pool? What about chess? Like why
you would think that, but like they have women's leagues in chess,
and
because
yet
I guess they can't compete in like the men's leagues with all those 60-year-old Russians who live, breathe, and die chess.
There's a good, so League of Legends, the game.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's
video games. Yeah.
So League of Legends is like, there's not even like a women's team. Like they're like, there's not a single woman in any of the pro stuff. Cause so it kind of just, and there's no reason why they shouldn't be either. It's one of those like sort of chess, like there's just biologically, there's no reason why. It's just how like what people are into it. It's the same sort of thing as like, you can't say, women are dumb because they don't know how to play chess as good as men.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're doing the whole thing of like, you remember the whole like pay gap thing where like, people make different choices. Yeah, men make different choices. They're into fucking League of Legends and chess and nerdy shit like that. Women aren't.
But there are women who are, though. There are women who make it their life's goal to be chess grandmasters, and they fall short time and time again.
There's a lot more men willing to do that, though.
It's my observation that there are more guys who get deep, deep, deep into shit, who just get like obsessed over a thing. That thing can be chess, that thing can be sports, that thing can be whatever. And I just don't see women putting their, sometimes, but there aren't as many women who put their full everything into it, and it shrinks their talent pool.
Yeah,
I buy that.
I think that female and male brains probably work a little bit different, and specifically with problem solving things like chess. I would imagine that there's probably, if you told me there was a board game that women were just way better than because they can.
I can think of things that women are better at, like SAT and ACT scores, grades in high school. These are things that women beat men in. It's not like they're stupid.
Yeah, they're less likely to get disciplined through every level of educate. Like women are better at like sitting still and doing what they're told.
I don't think that's because I don't think that's because they're being disciplined differently for the same behavior. I think they just get into fewer fights. They just better at I don't know, staying in between the lines.
Better at reading the room socially and doing the approved thing, whereas boys are like, like running around with a lighter or something.
Yeah.
Did you ever do this in high school or any school? You think where you take a gum wrapper, you put one end in the fucking socket on the wall, and then you bend it so the other end is pointed toward the other slit in the socket, and then you kick that bitch in?
No,
you never did that.
Did it just short the entire thing and start a fire? What would it do?
I'm so tempted to do it in my fucking home.
Do it in your house.
What is terrible? A fork where you just make the two.
Yeah, if you want, but then you get electrocuted, right? And a fork is heavy metal, so it'll hold that current. A gum wrapper is thin aluminum foil, thinner than regular aluminum foil, so it explodes with this quick blue flash. It goes pop.
Oh my God.
And it won't flip the breaker in my experience. I'm sure it can, but That's the worst of it because you kick it with your rubber sole. You're not grabbing onto it. You're not burned, but it is a big pop and a flash of blue lightning that you can create in any classroom or anywhere you want, really. We did it all the time.
Yeah, kids, go do that.
I'd love to see you try.
I mean, if you want them to, Fencer, but I think it's very dangerous and no children should try this. but if that's what you want.
I condone it. You can put on my name.
I certainly
me. Finster condones.
They're going to try you as a man, you know. You're not weaseling your way out of this one.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, and you'll be quite a treat. You're going to be going to the same barber as Woody before that stint in prison. Like, make me look terrible. Line me up.
Square me up, yeah.
Square me up.
Oh, I can't wait until, like, there's a part of me that, like, really, what's it called? Really likes the idea of when I do stop doing this, like going full, like get a buzz cut, you know, shit like that. Really go the complete opposite direction as soon as I'm like ready to retire.
Yeah, be like become like beyond normal levels of masculine, like absurd beard. What are masculine things? You are always armed.
Yeah, always got like some weapon strapped to me.
You have like a cool. You always have brass knuckles on, something tight.
It's defeated by the
chew tobacco.
That's not. That's gross.
It's gross and it's manly. You don't see I've only ever seen one woman chew tobacco. When I like worked at that movie rental store when I was 18 or whatever, the girl that worked with me was cute and maybe 3 years older. She chewed, I think Copenhagen. I think she dipped because she would like after work we'd be like, I don't know, there was like busy work to do, like getting the returns in and everything, and she'd be dipping into a fucking Mountain Dew bottle while we like counted the money. That's what it was. We were counting the money.
That's disgusting.
Oh my
God. Anyone using dip is bad. Just like you could start smoking cigars. That's manly and it's less gross than dip. Cigars are still pretty gross. I don't see the appeal. Every time I've tried and like had somebody give me a cigar, I always go into it optimistic, like trying to enjoy it the correct way. Never works out.
I agree with everything you said, except as a secondhand smoker, cigars might be my favorite.
They do smell the best for sure.
Depends on the cigar. I've played poker with inconsiderate pieces of shit who have like it smells like a diaper is like smoldering.
That's
nice.
Gross.
And they're chawing on it, so it's all like unraveling in their mouth, and it's like it's just disgusting. I would much prefer a cigarette or dip or chew. I grew up with people that chew, so like because like my cousin and my uncle they chew. My dad's never been into that stuff, but like both like that Levi Garrett chewing tobacco that you like grab like a little pinch of. That's the long shavings, but also dip, fucking Copenhagen and Skull and that stuff. Like that's the cool thing to do if you're from around here.
That's not fucking worth it, man. The masculinity gained isn't worth it. It's completely. Dude, it's completely offset. The whole like do all this masculine stuff. It's completely offset by the fact that I've now just developed feminine hobbies now, like, or at least like I've developed like tastes to it. Like, there's some stuff that I don't mind about this. Like, weirdly enough, these acrylic nails, great. You know what? The amount of times I've like knocked something on my nail and then got that weird bruise under your nail. These things are like a protective shield. I am completely now against armpit and ass hair and shit and back. There's no reason for armpit and ass hair to exist.
Oh, doesn't armpit hair work as a lubricant?
I don't.
You don't need it.
I don't care.
If you live without, it's one of those things that you're okay with it because you're used to it now. You live without that shit for like 2-3 months, you'll start shaving that as soon
I run
as
my beard trimmer up there. Just get it off.
Yeah,
it's quick.
Yeah.